Welcome back to Kings at the Table podcast, where if you're a king, you belong at the table. And Juan, right now there's a ton of injuries going on, and just as far as quarterbacks.
Yeah, there's a way more than normal, a normality thing.
Yeah, it's pretty bad as far as just top quarterbacks that are getting injured.
I think there's only 3 quarterbacks right now in the AFC that are original starting quarterbacks.
As far as playoffs?
Yeah. Standing in the playoffs right now. That's huge.
Yeah, you got Deshaun Watson's out, obviously, and then you got the guy that Trevor Lawrence just went down.
He just went down.
He's only week to week, though.
Hopefully he comes back sooner than later.
Yeah, they're saying that Tua and Lamar Jackson are the only guys that are starters and Mahomes. But Mahomes might have an easy route, just as far as that.
Yeah, definitely with their schedule that they got. I mean, it's kind of theirs to win out. Kind of think about. But, anything can happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure none of these teams thought like, oh, yeah, our quarterback's fine. I'm not saying that Mahomes is going to get hurt, but what I'm saying is you never know. Some of these plays, are very unfortunate.
Definitely. The thing is, though, we thought that the Bengals were out. They just beat the Jaguars with the backup quarterback, Jake Browning. Shout out to Sacramento, Folsom native.
Yes, sir.
He did what he had to do.
He actually looked really good last night, watching that game on Monday night. I felt like he actually got his chance. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, all right, go, do it. Win us this game. And where he wasn't, like, limited, like, no, run the ball. That's what I got out of how he played on Monday against the Jaguars.
Yeah, I also took that the same way. But one thing I do pay attention to, and it's a little different than other people, but I listen to what people got to say after the game. Mm-hmm. And I zone in on it. And I can tell who's going to be a star, a superstar, and who's just trending and where they're at in their career.
Okay.
And after the game, he's just standing there. He had his hands inside his pads, and he's just chilling. And they're asking him questions, and he's like, yeah, at one point in my life, I thought I might not make it in the NFL, but I always stayed humbled, and I understood that I'm going to have to get a chance. And when that chance comes, I'm going to have to be ready.
He hella proved that.
And he proved it.
Yeah.
You're talking about a team, the Jaguars, that needed that win to maybe be first place.
That would have put him.
And the Bengals needed it to stay in the hunt. Crucial playoff potential game.
That game was like a playoff game.
And Jake Browning won that game.
That's testament to Jake Browning.
Hell yeah. And what I took from that was like, I'm pretty big on he might be a starter in the NFL. I could see a team making a move for him.
There's a couple teams out there right now that I bet wish they had him right now. I mean, for sure, I'm one of them. Kenny Pickett's gone. But, not taking away right now from what we're talking about here, also looking at what's going to happen with C.J. Beathard is obviously going to have to take a couple games in. Depending, let's say he's out for 2 weeks. You still got to play these 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So the Jaguars are going to roll with C.J. Beathard. Do you think he might have some success going forward? I mean, kind of give it that he has been a starter before in the NFL with the Niners.
It looked pretty decent with the Niners.
I mean, but now you're a whole different system. But, do you think he might have success looking forward with the Jaguars for at least these next 2 games? Let's just give him the next 2 games.
Can he get the job done?
Yeah.
I think he can. And prior to this recording, I was talking to you outside, and I was like, Juan, I don't know if I mentioned to you before, but I think right now, more than ever, this is the most talented quarterbacks I've seen in a season. It's usually 2 or 3 going into a season. Right now, there's about 10 talented quarterbacks.
Yeah. That's something hella crazy to think about, because look at where all these teams were at prior to these injuries, and then now these guys are moving these teams that way. For example, Josh Dobbs. I mean, yeah, he had a slip up against the Broncos game or whatever, and I think he lost the week after. Can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't remember right now either.
But I mean, he still showed significance of like, yeah, I can take over, and then just not looking at him. Who else has been quite successful a little bit
as a backup?
As a backup perspective, Gardner Minshew
for the Colts.
Yes, that's another big one. And you know what? You said this a little while ago, man. You're like, it's important to have a legit backup quarterback, at least somewhat of a legit backup quarterback.
Definitely. I think, like we always say it, next man up. And quarterback would probably be the hardest position to be next man up. But that kind of goes back to what I'm saying is there's so many talented quarterbacks that the second string quarterbacks are pretty decent. That maybe a while back, a couple of years ago, when there wasn't this many talented quarterbacks, they would have been starting. So now when these guys are coming in, they're ready. They're damn near starters. It's just there's so many great goddamn quarterbacks that being a second string isn't that bad.
Yeah, you know what? That gives them an opportunity to absorb hella game.
A different angle.
Yeah. And it sucks you're behind somebody, but again, look what they're doing now. Jake Browning, bro, I could have watched that game and I was like, bro, he's just really just boom, 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 finding the guys. And he was killing it for a minute, bro. I was like, bro, he's making this shit look so fucking easy. Mm-hmm. Why hasn't he had his chance? But I mean, that's where it goes. Like, these guys are developed. They're damn near developed now.
For sure. And people were quick to write off Minshew. You just brought him up.
Yep.
How do you say Minshew?
Minshew! Shout out Chris Berman.
Minshew, he's doing his thing. And it took him a while. People were quick to write him off. And it's like, hold on. It's a career.
I think they wrote him off already. Like, it feels like they wrote him off. And look what he's doing now. Like, I remember when he was with the Jaguars. Cool run or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? He had a couple games here and there, and some of the other teams he went to go play for. But right now, that dude's looking like a stud. Like, would they have been there with Anthony Richardson?
I think so. I think that goes to the thing I was saying earlier is having really good quarterbacks now in the NFL.
Yeah,
I think Richardson is one of those guys right now. He was lining it up.
We'll get to Anthony Richardson in a second, but but I mean, you also got like Jameis Winston. He's going to be – do you think he's going to be able to do anything?
For the Saints?
Yeah.
Well, he's been there for a while, so he'll know the playbook. He'll know he's a veteran. I'm not sure who they're playing.
They got the Panthers.
So then he'll probably win that.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's another one that we have? Baker Mayfield versus Ritter this weekend. By the way, these are some of these quarterbacks that are playing that are backups that are starting this weekend, and they're starting against each other.
Mayfield isn't a backup. He's a starter now, and Ritter is too. It's just not a top quarterback that we usually talk about.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's what I meant to say.
I'm thinking I'm going to lean towards the Falcons.
Yeah. You have them riding pretty high going into the playoffs. But, I mean, give or take, man, like, these quarterbacks are going to really – this is, like, ultimately, I think, their last chance for some of these guys. But, I mean, for sure, a lot of these guys are getting their first opportunity to ball out the way they want to show everybody on league. Yeah,
and it's good to watch, though. Like, as far as, let's say you're a fan of one of these teams that has a backup, maybe the Steelers. You're going to have a backup. No, I'm saying you're going to have a backup. Sometimes it doesn't work like you want to, but if that guy comes in and shows up, you're going to be like, hell yeah, that's a solid backup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you'll get that feeling.
Yeah, like. We're deep. Our team is deeper than what we think it is.
Yeah,
and that comes in with coaching too a lot.
Yeah, especially that part. And if these guys understand like game speed, it's always two different speeds. Practice is one thing. Game speed is a whole another thing. So it might move a little bit faster for some.
For sure.
Yeah.
And what's moving faster right now is the goddamn AFC South.
Whew. That's a race now.
That's a race, and that division came up out of nowhere, though.
For sure. We had the AFC North up there. I mean, it's still a little up there, but the way these guys are trending, Rich, that division that's going to be a division to watch for the future.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, the Jaguars right now are 8-4.
Yep.
Colts 7-5. Texans 7-5. The Titans, they're 4-8. They kept the Colts in. That last week they could have won. It would have been a lot closer division.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just speak as far as the future of that division and even this season.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting a small preview glimpse of what's going to be happening soon. I think with the Tennessee Titans, do you think when Tannehill comes back, do you go back to Tannehill or do you let Will take over?
I'm gonna have to stick with Will as far as he's not doing too bad, and you got to look to the future. Tannehill, you know what you're going to get. You're not going to win a Super Bowl. He needs to – I can see Tannehill being a backup real soon. It's that part of his career where he's going to start heading down, and it's not a diss. He could still get the job done.
Okay.
But as far as winning a Super Bowl, I can't see that right now.
But like a couple teams would like to have him as a backup right now, especially, right? Like he would be a solid guy to have behind your main starter.
And keep him there. Titans. Be a backup. I think he'll be okay with that.
Good mentor too.
Yeah. What do you think though?
I think it is time to stick with Will. Like just stick with Will. Let it ride out. The guy's got talent. He's got a lot of raw talent. He's not scared. He's willing to take a hit. He'll take off. He's got a good arm. Accuracy is pretty good. But he's gonna. That team needs to still develop a little bit more. It's gonna be a moving up process. So, depending on how long it takes him to put a couple things here together, I mean, the Titans could be back in it.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't write off the fact that they could potentially draft a quarterback in the first round. There's a ton of quarterbacks coming out.
This is a quarterback year in the draft.
2 young quarterbacks battling for the starting spot could be a really good thing in the training camp.
For sure.
Right.
Get some good competition.
Let's go into the Jaguars real quick because, Trevor Lawrence, he has a bright future. He just got hurt. They're only 1 game ahead of the Colts and Texans. Let's not just talk about this season. As far as just Trevor Lawrence, where's he headed, and as far as running this team?
I think the Jaguars are on a big, huge trend up, especially I know I got on this guy earlier in the season, like, oh yeah, he can't motivate me to do anything or whatever. But whatever he's doing, it's working in Jacksonville because they're not afraid to play good ball. I know that sounds weird how I'm saying it, but it's like these guys want to overperform and everything. Like, they look hella good. They've been slowly looking better week in, week out. I mean, you lose it and everything like that, but Trevor Lawrence, if you look at his stats, he's just been boom, wins, and he's definitely turned the Jaguars around.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, last week I put them up with the Lions, and I think they're the Lions of the AFC. And Trevor Lawrence, though, as far as how when he came out of Clemson, I mean, he had a great record. I think he maybe lost 1 game or something like that.
Probably something like that.
Over his whole career or something like that. But they compared him to Peyton Manning when his first season, and he struggled with tons of turnovers, and then you start getting guys to your team, and your team starts looking good. Same division. Lawrence is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
We were knocking him in the beginning of the season. We're like, yeah, as far as the whole motivation.
Yeah.
But they got a good little future.
They got something good. And the defense is good, too.
Colts. They got Minshew. They got Richardson as their starter, which is hurt. Minshew's back. New coach. 7-5. What do you think about the Colts?
They can keep it going. I mean, but they got a couple. I think there's a contract concern coming up. I think Michael Pittman, I think he's up for contract.
They got Downs.
So I mean, we'll see what happens there. Maybe depending on what kind of deal he takes, maybe they draft a receiver.
No, they got receivers, bro. They're deep. The Colts, I think they're a very underrated team. And I think it was about 2 weeks ago, I was like, if they make the playoffs, I was kind of be like, I don't know if they're going to win that. Why are they going to make the playoffs? They're not going to win that first round. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, they got a really good damn team. Like, think about it. Like, you sit there and break down their team. They're talented. They got Pro Bowlers on their team. Now they got a good coach. What gets me was last year they fired their coach halfway through the season. That's huge. Right?
Right.
Like kind of what the Raiders did.
Yeah.
With Pierce.
Yep.
Who did they bring in? Saturday. He came in and fixed the whole culture of the team. Now, what I heard, this is crazy. They were interviewing Jeff Saturday as a coach.
Okay.
And he goes, Irsay, the owner, asked him, like, what do you think you could do with the team? He said, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to go 0-8. Basically saying, I don't have the team. Don't expect nothing from me.
Yep.
He's like, I can go in there and change the culture and show them what it is to be a Colt. The Colts.
Yeah.
Like what that franchise is about. And I feel like that's a huge impact of what happened to the Colts' franchise. You fired a head coach halfway through the season. You bring this guy in. He brought the whole Colts togetherness and what it is to be a Colt. You know, what it is to be a Steeler, what it is to be a Bronco. Everybody has their own identity and how they carry their franchises. Mm-hmm. They end up getting them out, bringing a head coach. And you know, one thing that stuck to my mind, and I just realized it, and is insane, is they got Reggie Wayne as their receiver coach. I think that is badass.
Hence why their receivers are nice.
And they're balling.
Yeah.
Reggie Wayne was the shit.
He was. Him and Marvin Harrison.
And I love what they're doing. They're bringing their old guys back. It kind of reminds me of the Kings. We brought back Doug Christie,
Bobby Jackson,
Mike Bibby, Bobby Jackson. Vlade was our GM.
Yep. Asia was there.
I see where the Colts are going.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass.
Peyton come back.
He fucks with the Broncos. He really does. He does. They did him dirty. But yeah, it's Richardson. Juan, what do you think about just his future?
I think it's bright, man. He's definitely the kind of all these quarterbacks in this division are different. They all have a little bit of a different thing to them, and like Anthony Richardson is like the Lamar Jackson of that division. Out of all those guys there, I think he's the most mobile dude like that. But he can also ball out like that. The small glimpses that we did get of him, I mean, you could see it. And he's only going to get better. He's hella young. So, and especially with the team that he has and receivers.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
Defense.
He might be. That's going to be a division.
Hell yeah. And let's just right away get into this goddamn team that is the hottest freaking young team.
MVP and they're only going to grow. And they're only going to grow hella heavy, dude.
Only going to grow, potentially MVP.
Yep.
CJ Stroud and the Texans.
Man, who would have thought?
Not this good.
Not this good. Definitely not this good. I mean, and he's only going to get better. And not only just him, these receivers that they have, unfortunately what happened to
Tank Dell,
man, that's fuck.
Yeah, he broke his fibula, but one thing I do got to say is he was questionable going into that game. He forced himself to play that game because he knew how big it was to make the playoffs.
Yep.
So hats off to that, but I think he should have waited. I think he should have took a bye.
Man. But I mean, these guys are hungry.
Yeah, they're hungry.
They want to get in. Like, this is our rookie year. Let's make some noise.
That speaks volumes.
Yeah. But I mean, unfortunately, due to the circumstances, man, that sucks. But, they still have Collins, who's a solid wide receiver, too.
Whew, Collins is a dog.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm telling you, and then they still got draft picks to shoot out.
Oh, that dude Nico Collins, though. Oh,
Nico's
man.
Sick, bro.
That motherfucker is like some Brandon Marshall shit.
It's hella fake. It almost looks fake, like he makes it look hella effortless.
Hella sick, though.
Yeah, hella clean.
Tank Dell, CJ Stroud. Keep going, Juan.
And then who else is balling over there? The running back. He's a good running back.
They need another one.
They do need another one. But for sure, like everything right now with that team is working awesome. And it starts with the head coach. Domingo Ryan. Shouts out, man. He turned that team around. They know what they're doing. And going back to it, man, this division is going to be bright as hell going forward.
Definitely. What do you think about the fact that Stroud needs to be higher in the MVP voting?
I think they're knocking him because he's a rookie. I think that might be a little bit of a knock.
Because it's been so long, right?
Well,
that a rookie won MVP, I'm not sure if there has been.
I think, what's his name did?
It wasn't Mahomes. That.
Then Mahomes won in his rookie year.
He was a backup as a rookie.
Oh, yeah. True. Shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't. On the top of my head, I can. It might be that placeholder that got the MVP. 1948.
Damn.
But yeah, he definitely needs some votes, and he should be higher. I mean, I'm not taking away from what Purdy and Hurts and Lamar are doing, but CJ Stroud is the most valuable player. He changed that whole damn team. He just got there.
And this team's already all damn near a playoff team.
More than that. You feel me? Like, if they make that, they could definitely upset some teams.
Man, that kind of, I mean, this is how messed up, but that could potentially help the Texans get to the number 1 spot. Think about it.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they could win the division. Colts can too. Either one of them.
And they're all with backups.
Fuck. Not the Texans, though. CJ Stroud, man, I don't even know how high I could put him to not sound crazy, but
top 5. I think we talked about it one day.
Yeah, I said
that conversation.
He's top 5. But I'm just saying, as far as his career, like where it can go and how high it can be, like it's just like
that ceiling is super high, dude. You can't even put a top to it.
I want to see them play the Chiefs.
Oh, that'd be a good ass game.
I want to see Mahomes and Stroud go at it.
That'd be a fucking shootout.
I want to see that. And I want to see how Stroud is just poised and like
he's like that every game.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
But that sends a message to Mahomes, like, okay, I see you, but I'm coming.
He's gonna take it.
Yeah, I don't know.
He can.
Yeah,
he can.
The Texans
definitely showing that he can, and he's looking like a vet, like hella legit ass vet. He looks like he's been in the league at least like 4 years.
At least.
Yeah. He's doing it his rookie year. And he's just racking these numbers up week in and week out.
Like if you would have put him on at least maybe 5 teams, they would probably win the Super Bowl.
For sure. Damn. That's fucking wild.
That's crazy. That's MVP, bro.
Damn. But, okay, going back to it, can you say the same thing about Purdy in his rookie year?
Last year?
Yeah.
Can I say if you put him on any team?
Oh, any other team right now that they can win a Super Bowl.
Hold on. The question could be a little specific. You talking about his rookie year? Or you talking about right now?
Let's go rookie year.
Rookie year, no.
Match him up. Match him rookie for rookie. So yeah, last year.
Are you asking me? Do I think Stroud is better than Purdy?
No, not right now. Not right now.
Well, even right now.
Okay, right now.
Hell yeah.
Stroud is better than Brock Purdy.
Yes.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Damn. Okay, why is he so much better?
Because he's the shit. He's the MVP, bro. CJ Stroud is the MVP of the NFL, and that should be
end of discussion.
End of discussion. I'm a big Purdy fan and what he's done and how he's headed, and they could probably win the Super Bowl. But MVP's most valuable player. Without CJ Stroud, they would probably be the Panthers.
Damn.
They're Bryce Young.
Oh shit!
Straight up.
Damn.
CJ Stroud is. Sorry, it got to be fired.
Shots fired.
It got to be fired, man.
Okay, Rich, tell me how you really feel, my dude.
Nah, yeah, straight up. CJ Stroud is a baller. Like I that's what I was just saying. I would love to see CJ Stroud against the Chiefs. I would love to see that. Not just because it's the teams going at it, but the fact that Stroud versus Mahomes. And when I say that, it was supposed to be Mahomes versus Allen when we saw that year.
Yep.
It was supposed to be Mahomes versus Burrow. Burrow has had 3 injuries.
Yep.
Crucial ones. I'm not sure if that could be it. What I'm saying is it might just be Mahomes versus Stroud going forward.
Damn.
That's how high I am on Stroud. I can see Stroud change the whole Texans for the next 10 years.
So this is like next man up kind of thing. So Mahomes is just sitting at the top of the fucking mountain.
We know that.
And all these dudes are trying to climb up, and every time they get there, boom, he knocks them down.
Yeah.
So you think Stroud is the guy that can take him overtake Mahomes, maybe?
I can't say he will because
we don't know yet.
Yeah, Mahomes is the shit. Like I can't take nothing from Mahomes. But I would love. Here we go. Switch Mahomes and Stroud. What's the difference on their teams? Would they have the same record?
I don't know. I don't know, Rich. I can't answer that.
What way? Do you think the Chiefs will have a better record with Stroud? Or you think the Texans will have a better record with Mahomes?
That's a hard one. I'm really thinking about that. You know what? I think...
We're talking about a rookie here, Juan.
I know we are.
That's MVP.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's... He I can't answer that. I plead the fifth. Hey, deadass, I really can't. I'm really like thinking about that.
That's how great he is.
I hella just want to say like, if CJ Stroud was with the Chiefs, he'd fucking be balling hella harder. But then here's the thing. Here's the thing though. He would only have Kelsey.
Exactly.
But Mahomes would have fucking Dell and
Nico Collins.
Fuck out of here.
Andy Reid with CJ Stroud. Fuck out of here.
I don't know, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
I like that because that kind of puts into perspective of how high I am on Stroud and how people should be, honestly.
Yeah. He's... Fuck. That's damn, that's going to fuck with me for a minute. That's a fucking good one.
Hell yeah. What else we got?
So the other topic we got is, or that we were going to bring up was a really good fucking thought is, who really needs to have home field advantage out of all these playoff teams in the top 3s?
In the top 3, so let's just say NFC. We got the Niners, Eagles, and Cowboys.
Yep.
Who needs it more? Like, what way you leaning towards?
Well, no, it would be, you said the NFC.
Oh,
right? Lions.
And Cowboys.
Well, yeah, they're on the cusps.
The only one game back.
I know, but they from the Eagles though.
No, let's pull it up real quick.
But I think in the NFC, out of the top 3 teams that would need that home field advantage the most.
Look, Cowboys are 9-3, Lions are 9-3, Niners 9-3.
But the Cowboys won't beat out. The Cowboys won't beat out the Eagles to get a playoff home playoff game. They'll have to go in as a wild card.
If they beat the Eagles this week?
I'm saying the Cowboys have to beat out the Eagles, right?
Yeah, next week.
No, all the way through. Because the Eagles have what? They're 10-2, right? The Cowboys are what?
9-3, dog.
Oh shit! I'm fucking. Oh damn.
Yeah. Cowboys beat the Eagles. They're the top.
Okay. So we'll throw them in the top 3. Okay, I got you. Add them all
Cowboys could be the number 1 seed of the NFL, bro.
No, they can't. Because they lost to the
Niners.
Yeah. So the Niners will have them on the tiebreaker.
Yeah, but that's just saying that if they win out. I'm saying that there's a chance. There's a possibility.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yes. So who needs a better chance at being home field?
I think the Lions, out of all those guys, I think they might need it a little bit more. What about you? Who do you see out of those ones? I mean, it's nice to have home field advantage, but who's the one team that needs that?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying about the Lions, but the only thing, Juan, I would say about the Lions is I don't have them winning the championship. I don't even have them making the Super Bowl. So even if they had home field advantage, it would be a waste. And that's no shade. That sounds fucked up.
No, I'm sorry to burst. It's a reality.
Yeah.
It's a thing of reality.
So what I'm thinking when I hear that question is like, which one of these teams, if they had home field advantage, could take it all because of that reason? And when I think of that, I'm not going to say the Niners because they're a good team on the road.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Cowboys. I'm going to say the Cowboys needed a lot more than the Eagles and the Niners because they haven't yet done anything in the playoffs. Now, they're not going to go and travel to a team and be as confident as them being home compared to the Eagles and Niners.
Okay. Yeah, no, for sure. Like that, when you put it in that perspective, yeah, I can see that. But you know who else might need that little bit of an edge too? It's going to be the Eagles. I think they might need that little bit of an edge too for the same. I mean, they've obviously been to the Super Bowl and everything, but I think that they have that more of a. I mean, obviously they didn't show it against the Niners, but they got that more of that like
confidence.
Yeah, there you go. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, the Eagles. I mean, they would probably need it. How about the AFC, Juan? You got the Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs. You could even throw the Jaguars in there.
Hopefully, if everything goes good with Trevor Lawrence, yeah, that's definitely one to talk about. But I think out of all those teams who might need it the hardest to win the Super Bowl, I don't know why, but my gut's really going to the Chiefs.
It's a good one.
I think that Arrowhead atmosphere and everything, they really need that push. I think they need it the most out of all of them. I can see that one. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs too. Yeah. I think the Ravens could travel a little bit better. You know what? The Dolphins. Their team on the road is. I'm gonna go Dolphins. Because their team on the road, they're not about that fight life, like aggressive. It's like they're soft, bro.
They're trying to catch a fade. They're going to catch a fade on the field.
Yeah, and they're hella expected to just slap box. It's like, come on, dude, you try to fight or you try to slap box? Like, come on, you just going to throw blows chest or what? Like, come on, we want to fight? Come on, dog.
Hell, just keep walking around. What's up, bro? What you going to do?
Yeah,
what you going to
do? So, anyways, the Dolphins at home. I think that'd be pretty sick to see, and I think they need that too because. Right now, I don't know if I can have the Dolphins make the Super Bowl. I don't know if I can have them beating the Ravens. If they go to Baltimore, I'm taking Baltimore. If they go to Kansas City, I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But if they come to the Miami, that gives it a better chance for the Dolphins to win. And I can't say specifically that I got them beating
whoever comes, but it definitely helps them out. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a good point to make.
Yeah. Anything else, Juan? What else we got?
What's called?
Any last
who do you see falling out of the wild card races on the either side?
Either side, NFC. Just out of all
Let's
of them.
Let's go NFC first.
NFC.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the Vikings, Packers, and Cowboys in the playoffs right now. In the hunt, you have the Rams and Seahawks with the same record as the Vikings and Packers, 6-6.
Yeah. Who you see falling off and possibly staying in?
Falling out?
Yeah. Who do you see falling out? My bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to have either one of them fall out.
You think they stay in?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, so you could pretty much lock that one in?
Yeah, what about you?
I don't know why. I want to think for some weird reason that the Rams could still possibly make it in. But I know that their schedule's a little hard. So
Seahawks, you can't sleep on the Seahawks, but they do got the Niners this week.
Yeah, so, I would like to see the Rams kind of like sneak it in, but probably not going to happen.
Yeah. How about AFC? You have the Steelers, Browns, and Colts right now in the playoffs. And with the same record of the Browns and Colts, you have the Texans behind them, and then Broncos, Bengals, and Bills are 6-6.
Yeah.
There's a lot more moves that could be made in the AFC. It's tight over there.
And not only that, but let's not forget the fact that all three of those teams are running on backups officially now.
I mean, look at that. You got from the 5th seed all the way to the 11th spot, and only one game makes a difference.
That's wild.
So the Bills are one game back from the number 5 spot.
And they can still sneak in. But they got a hell of a hard schedule coming up. So I don't know if that's going to be even makeable for them. For sure, I'm going to just go ahead and throw it out there. Pittsburgh's falling out.
Do you think so?
I think so.
That's coming from a Steeler fan.
Yeah, bro. It's getting fucking pretty hard to watch this shit now. This is a complete fucking shit show. It's a shit show, bro. I mean, I thought everything was going to be fixed once, we got rid of Canada, but then obviously that didn't show against Arizona. You know, but I mean,
the week before that, though, they threw 400 yards.
They did. It might have been just one of those like celebratory things, and then wait, no, we're still the same fucking team that we were the week before that.
Or what if you guys just overlooked the Cardinals? You could think of that too, man.
That too, that's a possibility. But I mean, now looking at it, Pickett's out. He had an ankle injury. He has surgery. I'm not 100% sure if he's even coming back, which I doubt. I hella doubt that. So we're running on Mr. Trubisky, another backup, who you thought might have been okay, but.
And with all those games being that tight, or teams with one record, you think that you could potentially fall out?
Yeah, we fall out, man.
I could kind of agree with you, Juan, and I feel bad saying it, but yeah.
It's good, bro.
It's like, fuck, your Steelers are in trouble, man.
Yeah. And especially, like, who out of you guys possibly still sliding it and the fucking Houston Texans, that's going to be a good race between both of you guys.
For sure. And another team I can see falling out, though, is the Browns.
Yep.
The Browns are not looking like the old Browns.
How about we just switch spots? You guys can take our spot, and then the Houston takes Cleveland's spot.
I'm with that.
We'll just go ahead and bounce out.
Hell yeah. Broncos, Texans, Colts make the wild card.
That's the whole NFC South. Oh, damn, almost AFC South.
For sure.
That's wild. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's it, though, Juan.
Yeah, for sure.
We do got these 2 hats, though. Don't forget, we got this Niner hat looking clean. It's about, $35 for this one. We got the Sacramento King Beam Team, $40. Tap in, click the link. You can see this video, first of all.
Yeah.
But our Instagram, Kings at the Table Official.
Yes, sir.
You know what we say on this? What do we say, Juan?
We always say, if you're a king,
you belong at the table.
See you guys on the next one.
Gone.